So I just wanted to talk very briefly about the difference between a memoir and autobiography. So the reason I chose to go with memoir is because it's just split up parts of my life. So it's just increments and just certain selected stories about my life that I chose to put in there. I would say my memoir is easily only 10% of my life. That is not even half of what actually happened in my life. And the character names have been changed, and locations and things like that, just for everyone's privacy. So whereas an autobiography is someone's life from beginning to end. So it started out that way. I began writing an autobiography-like book about 10 years ago. And then with obviously constant life circumstances and health issues and everything along the way, working and not being able to work, and then working again and not being able to work again, which is an adult video. If you want to head over to the career video on my YouTube channel of how difficult it is for us to maintain a career with constant health issues. Anyway, so I had just focused on doing a memoir the past 3 years, and that's just what my specific goal was. So my goal was to actually have that done for my 35th birthday, which was a year ago. But a year ago, I got some horrifying news of the morning of my 35th birthday, and I had to deal with a year of constant hospitalizations and procedures and countless doctor's appointments. So now that that's kind of coming to an end a little bit, and I have more answers than I did a year ago, but still waiting on more, and I'm on a medication that's helping me a lot, and just all of that stuff, then I got to finish my book while laying in bed after multiple just procedures and being sick for it felt like 10 years, and I'm so glad that year is over. And what was I going to say? Something about my memoir just being different from an autobiography, but I don't know. So I'm just, so my goal, that's what I was going to say. So my goal for my 36th birthday was to have my book published for my birthday, for my 36th birthday, because I always said I was going to be an author by the time I was 35. And I was absolutely crushed when that did not happen. So that was a healing experience, and I had to just allow life to happen and let myself be sick and deal with it and put my dreams on hold again for the millionth time. However, since I didn't get to publish on my birthday, because we had started the publishing process in early November and my birthday is November 16th, then we ran into a lot of just like technical issues, but the book was done. So then exactly a month later, which was my launch date, December 16th, I got to share a night with you guys and just talk about my book a little bit and just basically let y'all know that it's released, and I hope that it inspires and helps a lot of people, because there is a lot of different information in this book, a lot of different topics that can help a variety of different people. This is not just for CHD. This is not just for disabilities and chronic illnesses. This is not just for sexual abuse. This covers a lot of different issues. Even teachers would like this book, coming from a student perspective who was acting out and just, different in school because she was being abused and had this terminal illness that she was terrified of and fighting every single day. Doctors is a huge community of people that I would absolutely love to read my book, to get that patient perspective and to understand, the fight that we do go through every single day, even though you only see us every once in a while. We see you way more than we want to, but and then, working on that relationship between doctor and long-term patient is something that I am advocating for at this point in my life, to just be a stronger team. And then also the parents, I know it will be very difficult, but I really, truly do think that this book will help you a lot. And just know that this is my experience. This is my personal experience based on the socioeconomic class and the demographics that I came from and who I am specifically. So it doesn't pertain to your child exactly. However, it may give you a glimpse into maybe some of the things that your child may be experiencing. So with all of that, one of the biggest struggles that is very lightly covered throughout the book is my struggle with God. And the reason I didn't go in on it and I didn't go completely, I didn't go too much into it because I didn't want it to be about that just specifically, even though I can easily write an entire book about my struggle with my spirituality and my religion and my fight with God, because being sick constantly, there is no way to not question, is there something out there outside of myself, and if you are struggling with a faith of any sort. So with that, I just wanted to read one little excerpt. Working on the word excerpt. I need to get better before I'm doing like speeches and stuff in front of large amounts of people, which I guess that's what YouTube is. Anyway, okay, so on page 154, it says, let's see, I'm going through just different ways of coping and how I'm hard on myself and trying to keep my pain under control. And I created my own school in my bedroom with stuffed animals and Barbies, just coping skills that I developed as a child naturally, and just to deal with my pain. So here on page 154, it says, I prayed a lot, often asking God, why did you make me sick? And when am I going to die already? And that's just one little tiny part of it. There are other thoughts throughout about my struggle with believing in God. Even though I had this undeniable, unshakable faith, I prayed every single night. I don't know if there's been a night in my whole life that I haven't prayed. And I just kept asking God every single night, why am I sick? Why am I sick? Why am I sick? Why did you make me this way? And, maybe this is why. Maybe I'm going to help a lot of people. Maybe my story is going to transform a community or multiple communities and trailblaze my way through creating change. And so I do feel like I'm getting my answer. Nothing is on our timeline. And whether that's God or universe or Mother Nature or whatever, outside of yourself type of essence or being you want to believe in, I do believe that everything is on God's time or outside of us. It is just not on our timeline. So even though I asked this question about 30 years ago, I'm now getting my answer, and I'm okay with it. And I'm working on being okay with what I've been born with, and to really help people. I'm gonna try not to cry. Really help people have a happier life and be okay with being sick or having this weird, unpredictable illness, and being okay with having a child that is special and an old soul and can teach you things that maybe otherwise you wouldn't have been taught. So my goal is to keep my videos under 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and any questions, comments, please leave below. As always, please leave an Amazon review. It does put me in the running for a best-selling book. And also feel free to share pictures of yourself, reading the book, take pictures of the book or anything, and share them on my Facebook. All right. Happy holidays, and I hope everyone has a happy new year. Hopefully 2022 is going to be a million times better than 2021. Oh, we're at 10 minutes.